Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk to y'all. I know that my hair looked a mess in my other video. I am so sorry, but I'm gonna post this video in hopes that everything goes right. I only have my water with me today. If you were if you followed me on Instagram, then you saw my video on my story about my keychain. Cold water is delicious. But if you didn't, that's okay because you get to see it now. So I'm opening this video starting with the showing of my keychain. So first we have my bluey character part of the keychain, and that's the little bluey character right here. And then this is his little balloon. So cute. And then we have this, which is a car alarm, but I just use it as a natural alarm. So you just pull this right here. I'm not gonna pull it because then the noise is really loud. But I just use it as the like if I'm around danger, then I just pull it and then somebody else come help me because they'll hear the noise. So and then you have this Montana. There it is right there, Montana. Keychain thing with the bear and the bird and the flowers. And then you have this little strawberry. It's a knitted strawberry and it's pink and it's really cute. And then you have my little Hello Kitty with the little best friend thing heart. She's so cute too. Look at her. Hold on, I gotta focus the camera. And then lastly, you have my little thing on here with this is my little unicorn. And this is the keychain. I just wanted to show y'all that because I think my keychain is so cute. Today my package is coming and I'm gonna upload a video of me doing my opening my package. This is just a small package, but I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want y'all to know what it is yet, and then y'all don't want to like see it, or y'all just know already, and when I open it y'all already knew. So I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is yet. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can at Michaela Aoua. MAKAYLA and there's an underscore between Michaela and Aoua, so it's Michaela_Aoua. But anyways, let's get into it. So let's just talk. Let's just chill for a little second. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in my little chair. So I'm gonna like redo basically what I said in my last video, because I want to be able to be understood, and I want what I'm saying to be understood, and to just have y'all just know what I really meant, because I want y'all to know what I was talking about. Did I just unplug the camera? I put my phone in the charger, but I think I just unplugged this camera. Hold on, let me see. I don't know. I don't know what I just did, but I'm gonna leave it alone. So, being in love is extraordinary. It really is. It's a special thing. I don't want to call it special, but I want to call it extraordinary. I want to call it euphoric. I want to call it, what's the perfect word? It's phenomenal. Being in love is very phenomenal. It's very great. It's very good. I said that on my story. I said life is about falling in love again and again, even if it's just with one person. And you know that song that goes like falling in love again and again, falling in love again and again, falling in love again and again, like that. And I just think that it's amazing. It's really awesome. Some people, you know, they find it hard to go from one relationship to the next because falling in love is like, they believe that it's like something that should be cherished and that should be held and that should be set to where it's something that you always have with the person that you're in love with. But sometimes if you're a person like me, falling in love happens again and again. So you don't have to be someone, I'm just saying this because I wanted to say it, you don't have to be someone that falls in love with one person, stays with that person for the rest of your life, and never finds love outside of being in love with that person. You can be someone who finds love with partners and at the end chooses one partner to be with, because that's what I believe my life is about when it comes to falling in love. And it's because I know it's like scary when your heart belongs to another after belonging to someone else and yourself, but it doesn't have to be scary. Sometimes it's only scary because you know that you made a commitment, you promised things, you had all that time and you don't want to lose it. Or it's that you made these promises and had these commitments and you just have to start again, but you don't want to. And that makes it a little bit scary because it's like, well, with this other person, I'm not going to have as great of a love or as good of a love or as phenomenal of a love, but it's always going to be a I'm looking for the word. I'm gonna take my time. It's always going to be an experience in love. And in love, you're inspired to do for who you love what it is you think is good for them, great for them, what it is you think is made for them to have. And I believe that we're gonna look up some things in this video. I have my tablet here with me, and we're gonna use him. This is actually a girl tablet, but we're gonna use her to figure out what falling in love is all about. I just want like the internet's like perspective on this. I'm gonna give you my perspective, but I want the internet to tell me how it feels about falling in love. So let's look up. Oh, I thought somebody texted me, but nobody did. Okay. Let me look it up right here. Not Bing, I want to use Google. I'm gonna look up what does falling in love mean? What does falling in love mean? It says developing a deep romantic or sexual attachment to someone, developing a deep liking for something. Okay, I believe that it's way more than that. That's a part of it, developing a deep romantic or sexual attachment to someone. But I think it's developing a deep romantic, deep loving, deep cherishing, deep sentimental values and understanding of who someone is, and just bearing your soul with that person and learning how to sacrifice, learning how to give, learning how to keep, learning what receiving is, learning. It's really a part of you that you have to learn how to, because no matter how you like perceive it, like if it's a field to you or if it's an opportunity, if it's a chance, an experience, whatever it is, then you know, if you've gone through it, then you know, or if you're going through it, you know that it's a part of you that has to learn, because you always have to learn your partner, and then it's a part of you that has to learn yourself with who you are as a person with this person, and who you are as a person, because we're always changing, we're always evolving. And in love you always evolve, and in love you always can activate different parts of yourself through love. So it's always an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become keen to what you are able and what you have stability in love, and what you have instability in love. So I wanted to say that love isn't just about affection and attention. And I wanted to say that, how do I put this? When you love someone and you're in love, your love is always growing. And so your heart is always adapting or changing or setting itself to what it loves. You have to be capable to set your ability that you have inside of falling in love in attention and affection, but also in the whole identity of who you are and who your partner is, and who you are with your partner and who your partner is with you, inside of the journey that you follow and that you go through while you're being in love. Sometimes things happen the way that we want to and the way that we expect, but sometimes it doesn't. And I think that the more important part of love, growing and falling in love on the side of like being content, is that when you're falling in love again, you don't focus on avenging yourself. You don't focus on taking revenge. You just focus on achieving. Because that's when phenomenality really comes into having a falling in love relationship. When you're achieving, when you're setting yourself in something that you're content with. Because contentment is like the stem of falling in love. When it comes to falling in love, contentment kind of helps everything grow. And the rain, I guess, because I'm taking falling in love as a flower. Like, I'm using a flower example for falling in love. So the stem is contentment. The rain for the flower to grow is everything that comes with the heart, and then the heart itself. And then I feel like the flower, like the petals, the leaves and everything, the petals is the relationship itself. The soil has to be the decisions that you make, and then the sun is like the pulse of the relationship that comes into growing out the relationship itself. So I wanted to say that to give like create a visual flower in your head, to just show you what I mean when I say love grows. and love is like a flower. I think that the hard part of love, I think there's only one hard part of love, and that's when, not admiration, but not admiration, but when, not forgiveness either. What am I trying to say? Faith. Having faith is probably maybe the hardest part about love, I guess, because when things begin, and then in the middle of things, and then in the end of things, and the whole like composition of things, faith can take a toll. Trying to have faith in someone, trying to have faith in something inside of a relationship can take a toll on love itself. Because when you're committing to things, when you're consistent with things, and you're achieving things, and you're having faith that things will go on the way that it is, or for someone, that they'll treat you right, or that they'll stay, or that they won't ever hurt you, and then they do, and you have to grow from it, you have to learn from it, but you have to make a choice at the end of the day. Am I going to stay with this person? And then everything that you expected from that person kind of falls on you for that other person. And then in the time of having to have faith, having to have hope, having to fulfill promises, sometimes it takes a toll, and you need an anchor. That's why I feel like being an anchor to someone in a relationship is like really, really, really important. Because a lot of people out here who are, especially men, I feel like, but women too, falling in love, have to understand that sometimes you have to anchor your partner, because you have to hold your partner down. You have to be the one that's, when I say hold them down, I mean support them. And you have to be the one that's willing and able. Because sometimes your partner isn't going to be willing and able. Because sometimes there is no forever. But when you're an anchor, forever has a continuation because of you. So I think that bringing time, how do you do this? How do you be an anchor? Bringing remembrance. Remembering the time that we did this, remembering the time that we did that, having memories together, and being able to verbally respond to memories helps faith. It helps contentment. It helps all these things. And so I think that also the deep decision on having a virtuous anchor is just the deep decision is having a virtuous anchor. Let me see what I'm trying to say. The deep decision of having a virtuous anchor is deciding whether or not you can be faithful, deciding whether or not you can be content, deciding whether or not you can be the one that says they're going to be the one that promises always and forever, and is always willing and able to carry that promise through. Even when that relationship ends, okay, that means we can't be this and this together to each other, but can we be this and this? Because we promised each other always and forever, you know? But at some point, I do understand that some things just have to end, period. Like, there's just no seeing each other, no talking to each other. It's just not, sometimes it's not because you hurt me. Sometimes it's not because you didn't fulfill my wants and desires. It's because I honestly